me. He
Cool.
had a promo on me where everyone reached out. I got text messages, DMs, and everybody's making fun. They're like, Killer Cross is going to kill you. And I'm like, shit. You know what I mean? Like, it was 2 minutes long. It's available on YouTube, and he literally told everyone he is going to murder me. And trust me, I believed it myself. I was like, hey, bro, I was like, oh, let me check this guy. So, it was awesome, man. I love Killer Cross. I love you, Kevin. I'm so happy for his success.
Awesome, man. Way to put him over, bro. You're a charismatic heel most of the time. What do you look for who do you look for as an influence, or is that just all you?
I actually had this, I had an argument today through DMs and stuff like that because let me start off by saying I love Brian Pillman.
Awesome.
Okay?
Awesome.
I don't really put that out there, but Brian Pillman is the ultimate antagonist.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that pretty much I watched, in the 90s and later on into, where he almost, I could say, 96, 97, where he started just being that loose cannon, you know what I mean?
Right.
I was like, I want to be dressed like that. I want to piss people off, you know what I mean? I want people to not know, is that Gino or is that Seville? Who is it? And it's kind of funny because I got something, I posted something today, and I got a DM saying, people can't separate you or the man. There's too much Gino. And when you walk into a room, it's overwhelming. And I'm like, good, exactly what you just said. I said, good, great, I want you guys to feel that, you know what I mean? And I'm not going to stop that, you know what I mean? So, people are worried about the character. They should know the man behind the character, but this is Gino. And I definitely look to guys like Brian Pillman. I love to have the whole room focused on me. I love to be the center of attention, in the ring, out of the ring. I don't mind, you know what I mean? And I love when people can't tell who's who. It kind of tickles me. It makes me laugh a little bit. So.
That's fucking funny, man. Your determination and energy is just fucking awesome. I mentioned I got to ref the Cactus League Wrestling show where you were on last year, and I got a chance to watch you work. One thing I noticed is something that I learned from my trainers is that you put over your opponents first, you put over the crowd, and you put over the company, and then most importantly, you put over yourself. Is that a principle you developed over time, or was that from experiences at the Santino Brothers?
A lot from just overtime experience. Santino Brothers, they gave me the fundamentals, the basics, and they kind of, said, hey, go on your way. You got to figure stuff out. You got to fall on your face and kind of go, okay, that didn't feel good. You know what I mean? I'll never, ever forget that. Like, Santino Brothers did so right by me. And I've been a headache. Trust me, I've had my share. I've been kicked out of Santino Brothers twice.
What?
So that just shows, yeah.
All right, now what the fuck did you do?
I was even too much for my school at times where they're like, you know what, hey, it's best, you gotta chill, you gotta go, so.
Wow.
I was literally a head case, man. One show, I threw off my shirt, threw it at a fan on accident. I just threw it at the crowd, whatever. They threw it back, and it went right in my face. The whole crowd was like, oh, my God. And I was like, okay, y'all want to get one up on me? I know exactly who threw it. I'm going to come at you. So I ran through the freaking, the barricade. I ran through the fan. I went to chuck my shirt at the fan. The fan was too slick and fast for Gino, so he moved, and it hit an old lady with glasses on.
Oh, no.
And this lady was in a wheelchair, and she was super old, and it knocked her glasses off. Couldn't find her glasses, and I was like, oh, I messed up, but I'm going back in the ring, and I'm going to beat Gino, blah, blah, blah.
Fucking hashtag heel, bro.
They had to calm that lady, they had to calm her down. She said she'd never come back to a show. I just ruined the experience for her, and my Santino's like, not happening ever again. You're out.
Wow.
So that was one of them, you know what I mean? And then the other, that was just too much, man. 2011, I was extremely cocky, extremely full of myself. I was just overbearing, where it's like no one wanted to be around me. And they were like, hey, you got to lay low for a couple months, you know what I mean? So, trust me, I've had my experiences, you know what I mean? So,
that's like the exact opposite of how you are now. What the fuck, man?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, I was always told, when people can't separate your character, you're doing a good job, you're getting over. But in other forums, you know, I talk to vets, I talk to young kids, and they're like, dude, this isn't good. Like, we don't know who's who. You know what I mean? You have to walk out of the door and separate. Okay, take off this. This is who you are. And, you know, I guess people can't tell. And that's always been my downfall. Opportunities, promoters. I've lost friends, girlfriends. I've lost everything because, you know, they don't know this is Seville talking, rather than, you know, Gino going around. So I don't know. I guess, you remember Stone Cold? He would say, you know what I mean, the volume turned up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I turned it up. Everything I did was me. I just turned it up some, you know what I mean? And that's how I felt. Like, I was like, I just turned the volume up a little bit. What is everybody mad for? This is what we're supposed to do. This is wrestling. Come on, guys.
Right. It's a little more freedom.
Yeah, and unfortunately that's not the case for me because I guess I do it too well.
Oh, shit.
People don't like me. So part of that was just a learning experience, man. I had to learn and like I said, fall on my face and kind of go, oops, that didn't feel good. And I learned to not just knock my opponent down, but to also build them up. Because if I just crap on the guy, which I have before, it doesn't do anything for me. What does it do for that? You know, for our match. I've got to let the fans know, the boys know how good this guy is in the ring. Yeah, Killer Cross. He's 6'2", 230. Rips people in half. He is, you know, a multi-time champion. This guy is undefeated. Blah, blah, blah. He chokes people out. But at the same time, he's a big guy without brains. Because I've got brains. I'm smarter than this guy. And I can beat you. I figured out 1,000 ways to beat you, Killer Cross. But you, sir, you only have one. You know what I mean? I got to tell everybody, you know, how great Killer Cross is.
Right.
But I've also got to let everybody know how devious and what kind of tricks I've got up my sleeve to make you go, okay, I know Killer Cross is going to kill him, but, you know, just not going to go in there and get killed, so what is he going to do? You know what I mean? So it's part of a life lesson, you know what I mean, that I've done. I've worked countless matches with countless stars, and I've gotten experience with a lot of guys who they're done that who have helped me.
You just gave my audience a fucking bonus by cutting that promo. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That was fucking awesome.
It wasn't the best. I was like, it wasn't the best, but I tried to kind of get the idea of what it is, you know. People say Killer Cross, all they need to know is his name, and they're like, uh-oh. You know what I mean?
Right?
That's all they need to hear, Killer Cross. They know what he can do. They know this. So now I've got to build myself up to match that name.
Right.
But they don't know me. They don't know me from here to there. But they're going to know me by the end of the night when I pick up a victory or when I just go in there and do what I do and kind of play cat and mouse until he gets tired and I, you know, basically, I do have a victory over Killer Cross. So,
nice.
There you go.
All right. Is there anything lacking from new wrestlers that maybe pisses you off or disappoints you?
Yeah. Like I said, I was trained by old school guys. But that doesn't mean I am old school. I do believe in the whole handshake thing. I do believe in the respect and, you know, just the whole. When I was younger, and David Marquez doesn't remember this, but I wrestled for a Mexican company in Santa Ana. It was a bunch of luchadors. And I was like, all right, I got 5 minutes to make a name for myself. I'm just going to do spot, 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 monkey, 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 here's a banana, blah, blah, blah. And I went in there and did everything, and I didn't tell a story. I barely sold. I walked out of the crowd. I raised my hands. No reaction. No one cared. I went backstage, and Dave Marquez was standing there, and he goes, come here, you. And I didn't know who David Marquez was. And I'm not sure if you do. Do you know who Dave Marquez is?
Yeah, I know Dave very well.
There you go. Okay, well, he doesn't remember the story, and he'll never fess up to it, but I do, because it meant a lot to me.
Okay.
And I told him. So basically, he pulls me aside. He goes, come here, kid. Do you know why I will not book you on any of my shows on TV?
Wow.
He goes, because of the stuff you did out there. And I said, who is this guy? I was like, who the hell is this tall, big guy in a little button-up shirt? Whatever, dude, you know. And he walked away. And I was like, who the hell was that guy? And they're like, oh, that's just Dave Marquez. And I was like, I don't care about that guy. F that guy.
Oh,
I would later carry that guy's title for 315 days, and I would be employed by him from 2014 till pretty much now.
That's fucking awesome.
I love Dave Marquez.
Dude, he's cool as shit, man. I almost got into a fight. I almost got into a fight in an NWA Hollywood show with Joey Ryan. Like, almost got in a legit fight with him, man. And
oh my God.
Yeah, Dave had to give me a fucking Dave, and I'll drop one other name and I'll stop. Brian Danielson, fucking pretty much put a stop to it. Like the guy really pissed me the fuck off. He stuck his hand in my face, and I jumped him. I'm like, who the fuck are you? I had no idea who Joey Ryan was because when I first started, just like you, we don't know indie. I didn't know indie guys either, and apparently he was a big fucking deal. I totally understand. Dave's a cool person. He handled the situation very well. So I'll move on to the next question here, Gino. Is there I'm sorry, you wanted to say something. I totally interrupted you. My bad.
No, it's all good. So basically, yeah, he told me he wouldn't book me, and then like next thing you know, I'm booked for his TV shows forever, and I love Dave Marquez. But basically, the thing that people lack the most in wrestling today, the new guys, the new generation, this is the question I was going to answer, is that they don't tell the story. Because when I was younger, all I wanted to do was cool moves and flips and make the crowd go, oh, the whole Young Bucks little thing, okay? But
right.
Now, I tell stories, and I get the same crap about, well, why didn't you just go in there? No one cared about your story. And I'm like, what do you mean? I've been told to not do stuff, and now I'm being told not to tell stories, so times has changed. It's flip-flop now. No one wants to see stories. They want to see the coolest move and how you can die. Today, I go in there, I tell the story. I work the crowd as Gino, and now the newer guys are getting better reactions than I am because they're out there killing themselves. And I hate it because I'm like, I used to be able to do that. I probably still could, but I'd rather not.
Right.
Save my body. But, that's what I kind of like. Whenever I see new guys, I'm like, oh, I wish you guys would tell stories. I hate to sound like that guy, but now I'm that guy, and I hate it.
Dude, it's that get off my lawn guy. I totally get it, man. I can't watch an indie show without being like so judgmental, and it just gets to me. You know what I mean? I'm very judgmental of younger wrestlers. I tend to talk shit to them a lot, and it's just something I can't help. And I get it. It's because they're not telling a fucking story most of the time. And that's been a frustration of mine as well. I understand where you're coming from on that. Is there a solid run at either WWE or AEW in the future?
I'm in great hopes that there are for both. I'm going to lean more towards WWE because that's where I want to go. It's been a dream of mine.
Right.
I picked that over anything, but I have more friends and contacts in AEW, and then Impact is not even a factor because I know some people there, but no one knows who I am for that company. But as far as WWE, I've been working with them since 2014.
Right.
Every single year, I've built a relationship up with them, and the more I work there, the more hungrier I get. It's kind of a happy and a sad feeling because a happy feeling. I tell guys, everybody asks me, "How's it back there? How is it? Is it everything you've ever wanted?" Yes, it is. And then when you leave, you get depressed because you go, you're not there. You're not one of them. You're not under contract. You're not in the mainstream. You're not in the mainstream. You're not under those lights. The fans don't know who you are. So it's kind of a happy and a sad feeling at the same time. And I tell a lot of people that. You know what I mean? So,
right.
I'd hope there's a future for me somewhere in the WWE or AEW, but I'm gonna lean more towards WWE.
Dude, you got it. Dude, there's enough people that have enough confidence in you that you got it. And that's just how it is, bro.
Yeah.
You say you can work Lucha, American, and Japanese. Can you give me examples of workers in each style that you've studied?
Yes. Suzuki, as you guys do know, in New Japan, and Shibata, those are guys that I cannot fast forward their match. I will rewind, I will rewatch, I will tell my students, I will tell other people to watch as far as Japanese and Takahashi as well.
Nice.
As far as American guys, I love Cesaro, I love Bryan Danielson. I tell a lot of people to watch, and a lot of the Ring of Honor during the 2000s when it was like, everybody you've seen in the WWE, you think that's their best work. No way. They've all put their best work on the Indies and in Ring of Honor during those times. So I tell them to watch a little bit of that. And as far as like Lucha, I've always been a fan of Psychosis. He didn't really do crazy things, but it was just his gear, it was his mask, it was the colors, it was just everything I've ever wanted. And I've tried so hard to get a shot to wrestle Psychosis, and I've missed 2 or 3 three occasions where they're like, we had him for you, and something happened. Either he dropped out, or I did, or couldn't get a hold of me. They couldn't get him. But it's one of my dream matches to wrestle Psychosis. But I've always studied. I was a WCW kid too,